Each car that I get has a story to it. There's something behind it more than just buying the car just for what it is. There's always some sort of story that leads up to it. Cars is more than just a mode of transportation. It's a little time capsule to take you out of reality and put you in a different place. I don't think when I get in, I lose the power to think. All I can think about is just the joy of being. My name is Lerry Liu, and I drive an R32 Skyline GTR. As a kid growing up in San Jose, my first exposure to the R32 GTR was in the very first Gran Turismo. In the game, one of the things that appealed to me the most was the sound. Like, back then, the graphics seemed out of this world. That car is something that really popped out to me. So one of the things that really captured my attention was just the sound of the RV. And I have to admit, one of my initial favorites was the R34. And I dug into the Skyline history a little bit more, and that's when the R32 really appealed to me. The R32 feels most raw to me. It has the most extensive motorsports history in Group A racing, where it earned the term Godzilla. So it dominated in that series and eventually even got banned. The R32 just feels very... it's out to kill you. When I hop into the R32, it feels different. Every time you turn on the car, you put it in gear, you know you're going to be in for a ride. You feel very free from everything around you. You forget about everything. All you focus on is just driving. The car itself is pretty analog. There's not a lot of electronics to it, minus the all-wheel drive system that it has. And half the time you don't really know when it's kicking in, so every little thing, your steering input, to how much gas you're giving it, to where you're pointing the car, it's very predictable, to the point where you feel extremely connected to the road, where it's something you don't feel in cars these days. It's just, there's no electronics to help you. The type of Skyline that I want was, I didn't want the car to go to waste and sitting in storage and basically never drive it. So I wanted the best of both worlds. I wanted something that I could drive on the street, maybe do a few canyons here and there, but at the same time I wanted to really perform on the track. So that's kind of my inspiration on how I put the car together, just to be able to do the best of both worlds. The Skyline has a lot of nostalgia for me. The moment you sit in the car, it just takes you back. It's like a time machine. It brings you back to the 90s. And for me, it takes me back to my childhood. Just seeing the car for the first time in Gran Turismo, to dreaming about the car, and even saving up for the car. It took me over 20 years as I was a little kid to save up to finally getting my dream car. So every time I sit in it, it takes me back, and even if I don't drive it, I can sit in it, and it's different. Who knows what'll happen in the future. For now, at least, I have the dream one that I wanted, but maybe I'll add on a 33 or 34 Being the oddball that I actually really want a 33 sedan or a 34 sedan and do the work to it to convert it to an R. Just based off of what I've learned from this 32 and what it's given me.